players, coaches, school, fans. We've moved on, and turning it into a positive. And, now it's about getting ready for Texas, man. This is a formidable opponent that I can remember us bringing in here. I mean, these guys are old and experienced, and we're really, really good at their other school, and we're not old and we're not experienced, except for a couple guys, so it's going to be a huge test.
Coach, what did you see out of Brian and your team while you were away, those exhibition games in the game against Dixie?
Well, again, I was here the whole time, so I wasn't really away. So,
what do you make of how they did?
They did great. I mean, are you talking the staff or the team, the players?
Yeah,
No, hey, look, we're very much a work in progress. I think last year we probably could have played an NCAA tournament game on November 1st. I felt like we were probably ready for that. And we played great at coming out of the gates against Kansas, if you remember. I think this year we're going to be on a real, it's going to be a journey of learning, and because we are. I mean, we got 6 new guys that we're counting on to play, and I don't think I've ever had that as long as I've been here. So it's making practices longer, and it's making for some bumpy times during games, but I think it'll put us on a growth plane too, I hope.
What does practice look like getting, you have such a new, young team that looks so much different than last year's roster, getting ready for this veteran team like you talked about? What does preparation for that look like?
Unfortunately, it looks like a lot of stops in practice, which I don't like. I like flow and playing, and it seems like we're stopping and correcting a lot. And I think I have to remind everybody, staff, myself, to even just let them flow and play through mistakes a little bit, because there's a lot of teaching going on, and that the fear when you're doing that is then they just kind of paralysis by analysis, and you don't want that. I just want them to flow. So it's an awesome group, though, man. They're eager to learn. They're easy to coach, and they're getting better. Each of them are getting better in their own way.
Of all the things you didn't see in those exhibition games, I know you were watching, and even the first one was not seeing Joe's first games on the floor. Maybe the worst of it all?
You know what? I got to say I was taken aback at how emotional Marcy was with that. I mean, to me, it was just, the guy coming in at the end of the game trying to get tacos or whatever. But that's the bad thing about being a coach, I guess. But when I saw and heard how moved Marcy was, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. He handled it great, and he's been doing a nice job in practice. It's been fun having him around, having both him and AJ. AJ's always helping on the side, so it's been kind of cool.
Did you see the crowd reaction when you came into the game?
Yeah. I heard it, and that was pretty special. So I mean, I guess it is bad I miss it, but I was able to experience it,
Obviously, you've been doing this for a while, but just what is it like coming back and having your first game be such a big game?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, I don't know how many I've had now, 800 of these or 750 or something. So we've had so many of these big ones. It just feels like that, It's more about, oh my gosh, I got to get 6 of these newcomers ready for these grown men that are coming in here. I mean, that's been on my mind for quite some time, is just that aspect.
Can you talk about the support you've received from your players and the fans the last couple of months and what that's meant to you?
I mean, it's been awesome. I mean, they've reached out by, it feels like the millions or whatever, and not just locally, but all my coaching colleagues and stuff. It shows you what a great group of people I'm around and associated with, and that's been. It's been great. I mean, not surprising, but great nonetheless.
Has it been fairly easy to tune out the people who have been more critical of the situation and the nature of the suspension or anything like that?
It's easy for me because I don't. I got no social media, and I don't really watch news or sports or anything. I just kind of do my own deal. So hear about it once in a while from other people, but I'm not really dialed into that. So it's been pretty easy. And again, I've just been tried to use it as a kind of a huge jump-off point for positive action, and positive change, and to make myself better, and then try to help as many other people as I can, so they don't have to go through it.
Imagine you weren't too worried about B. Mike taking the game reins.
No, not at all. Listen, B. Mike is, you know that, Jim. I mean, he's really, really good, and that's why I think, when I took a step back, I think it's really important, and even moving forward, I think, to give each of these guys a chance to do that a little bit just for growth. I think I owe it to them because they're just like Tommy. I mean, Brian's is invested in every aspect of this program. Recruiting, game planning, scouting, everything, development. So it's good for them to get up and have to call a timeout. And heck, it was even good for B. Mike for the other team to make a little run at him there in the second half. It wasn't probably very comfortable, but it's good for him to feel that. That's no fun.
Coach, last year you guys were obviously near perfect, but you talked about maybe a lack of rim protection on your team.
Yeah.
How nice is it to see the difference this year?
Yeah, it is. It's very different. I mean, I think we're different, Keith, on both ends there. Our perimeter defense is probably as good across all three spots as it's been, as far as moving your feet and even creating turnovers. And then, the rim protection. We're not as big and old and bulky as 17, where that was incredible. But we're long and it's not just Chet now. I mean, Caden's going to be a force coming down the road, I think.
You've had a lot of big names come through, a lot of high-ranked teams come through, especially with McCarthy. Where does Texas, their ranking, I think they're the top. Where do they stack up with Michigan State's and Notre Dame's and some of those other ones?
Yeah, I think they are at the top at this particular moment in time. It's not just the 7 transfers. I think it's 7 or whatever. It's the 2 returning guards they have that have been there forever. I was just going through their roster. They're all, seeing top 7 seems like they're seniors or fifth-year guys. But they were all league at other places. They were all league in the Big Ten. They're, in the Atlantic 10. They're in the Pac-12, Teddy Allen. So these aren't the type of guys that are going to get too nervous walking into here. So, like I said, they're grown men, and that's why I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how we handle that.
It wasn't really made clear in the statement. Were you suspended without pay for those games that you didn't coach for?
I'm not even getting into the whole personal thing. I'm kind of done with all that. I'm just moving on. So I'm just going to talk hoops from here on out. So,
what kind of reaction do you expect from the fans personally when you walk into the arena Saturday?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Just trying to figure out how to battle tax this is fully on my mind. So, truly, I haven't really thought about it. So, and I kind of just get in the zone. I don't really notice stuff like that.
They say you saw that Josh endured on the road. Josh Heifeld, Perk.
Yeah.
You're going to probably hear some of that as well, wouldn't you?
Again, I'm the best. We have boosters that chide me for sitting right behind our bench and yelling at me, and I don't hear them at all during games. So to me, it's more about getting out there, getting our guys to do the right thing. It kind of turns into a chess match at that point, just kind of dialing into what we're doing defensively, what we're doing offensively, and our substitutions and all that. I just kind of block everything else out. So people are welcome to do whatever they need to do. Good by me.
Does it make it hard to prepare for this Texas team with all the transfers? And you mentioned them being a veteran team, but you probably have to watch Timmy Allen, Utah film, and Marcus Carr, Minnesota film, and all the individual tape from those guys. Yeah, and then heck, Chris is at a different school now, right? So you look at what they were like at Texas Tech. It's compiling a lot of data based on speculation too, right? Like we only got one, real game of them, and that was Tuesday, just like us. Yeah. Okay, you good? All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, you bet. Yep. All right, Andrew and Drew.
This second there? Andrew and Drew.
see where you guys stacked up early in the season this year. What do you think about this matchup on Saturday?
I think it's an exciting matchup. Obviously, the matchup everybody wants to see, and I think we're just super excited to get on the floor on Saturday. For sure.
Do you think they have enough guys on that other side?
You think they have enough guys?
Yeah, I mean, Texas, they're pretty loaded at that spot.
Yeah, I think they have a solid group. I think it's more about what we do in that game than them, honestly. Sure.
I believe this is the highest ranked opponent to ever come into the kennel. It's excited to be able to be a part of this game.
It's exciting. I think that Gonzaga basketball is growing every year, and I think that it's just only right that they get these type of matchups at the crib. So I'm super excited to kind of be a part of it. For sure.
What's going to be like having Coach Hugh back?
It's gonna be great. He's our leader. He's the guy we all look to. So it's gonna be great to have him on the sideline with his experience. And obviously, Coach Michelson did a great job for us. But it'll be nice to have Coach Hugh back for sure.
What's it been like having Coach Hugh back here today?
Feels pretty regular, honestly. Just kind of same type of day, going about our business. Coach brings us the same energy he does every day, so we just feed off of it. So feeling good.
What does practice look like? What does preparation look like getting ready for a big, physical veteran team like Texas?
Yeah, it's we're just honing in on the details, honestly. Looking at our game plan, what we can do to kind of make it uncomfortable for them, and see what we can do to kind of combat that for sure.
How important is it to play clean out of the gate this time around?
Sorry, say it again?
How important is it to play clean out of the gate?
What do you mean by clean? What do you mean?
Because it looked like you kind of picked up your tempo and picked up your cleanliness as the game went along last week.
Yeah, I think we were pretty clean on the defensive end last game. I think offensively with a new group, it's gonna be a little bit like that to start off. But I think we're just gonna keep getting it clicking. And Gonzaga's been known for their offense, so I think it'll just come. Honestly.
What do you think the keys are to the matchup?
The keys to the matchup, I think we need to limit threes. I think we need to limit turnovers. And just play how we play. Honestly, I think we'll be fine.
It's been challenging to scout them because they have so many transfers and they've only played one full game together as a new team now.
A little bit. I think that we're kind of looking at how Texas Tech has been playing, and because the coaching staff over there, they'll probably play a similar style to them. The players all play in college basketball before, so we've seen their clips and stuff. So not too hard to scout, but definitely different for sure.
Have you guys gone back to watch the 2019 Elite Eight game between you guys and Texas Tech?
No, we didn't do any of that.
I know you got to experience, obviously, the full crowd of the kennel the first few games this year, but can you even imagine what it's going to be like on Saturday when Texas comes in?
Yeah, it was just been great for these 2-3 games that we've had so far. I think it's only going to get more rowdy in there. All game long is going to be intense for sure.
You heard from Marcus yet?
No.
Not till Saturday.
Yeah, let's talk about Saturday.
Thank you.
like I get a vote. You got a better chance of getting a vote in that than I do. Jeez. Come on now. It ain't my poll. Never voted in that in 20 years. Drew, what's it like preparing for a team that you know nothing about from your childhood?
It's fun. It's cool. That's the big state school back home, and you either for 'em or against them. There's no in between, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of like playing at GU, the same concept, man. It's either you know GU and you like GU, or you hate them. So it'll be fun, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to.
You told us last time you were an SMU fan, so I assume that means you were against UT growing up.
SMU wasn't really at the same level as UT, but yeah, I'm an SMU fan, so.
There's some Texas guys on that roster. Do you know anybody who plays for them?
Yeah, I know a couple guys, and I know that coaching staff really well. A lot of those guys recruited me, so it'll be fun to play and see them again, and have some friendly trash talk between them and all the guys, so it'll be fun.
Have you spoken to any of them in the off season about this matchup at all?
No.
A little bit?
Just a little bit.
What's it going to be like having Coach Hugh back on the bench?
Man, it's going to be great. We've missed him. B-Mike did a great job of holding down the fort, though. It was fun, seeing B-Mike up in charge and all that. But Coach is our leader. He's our guy. And we weren't completely without him, so we're glad to have him back. And we couldn't be more excited about it.
Drew, what's practice look like getting ready for a team like Texas? Coach Hughes talked about how physical they are and how much of a veteran team they are. What's practice been like and prep been like?
Yeah, man, just making sure that we're ready for the challenge. They're an old team. They got a lot of veteran guys, and they're smart. Their coach is a tough SOB. So they're going to come in here and not play around, and they're going to get after it. But that's what we do. So we like the challenge. We're ready to get punched in the mouth, and they better be ready too. It's going to be a fun brawl.
How do you feel like some of the young guys are going to stack up to the test?
They wouldn't be here if they couldn't handle it. So we got all the faith in the world in them.
Obviously a measuring stick for them to see where they stack up, but it's the same for you. You guys got a top 5 matchup in your home court. I mean, to kind of give you an early indication of what you still got in your locker room.
Yeah, I mean, it's early in the year, and we want this challenge. It can be good or bad, or it can be both. And regardless, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves this year, and whatever the outcome is, we'll take it and learn from it and use it for March.
When you heard about this game originally, it was supposed to happen last year actually first, and now it's finally here. Just what is it like having this game here? I'm sure when you heard about this fact that you were upset.
I was a little upset. I wish we were playing in Austin. I got a lot of friends that go there and stuff, so I wanted to be there in that hostile environment, But there's no better place to play than the Kennels, so I'm so excited, and my whole family's coming up, so I haven't seen them in a while, so it's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
You were here during the UNC game 2 years ago. Just how excited?
Sorry, what game?
The North Carolina game. I think you were. Maybe you weren't.
I was here for the UW game.
The UW game. Okay. Just what are you expecting from the Kennel on Saturday?
I'm expecting them, just like they're here for every single game. It doesn't matter who we play, which is really special, Sometimes arenas only sell out for the big games and the primetime games, but the Kennels here every single game, and they're just as energetic. So looking forward to that. Can't wait for that.
Do you have any good memories from your recruitment with Texas Tech and Coach Beard? Any good stories that you can share with us about them coming to see you at Richardson or anything?
Nah, they're just great guys, We kind of same things, kind of humor us, and so it's just fun, kind of jawing with them and just talking to them. So expect nothing but some fun, friendly competition come Saturday.
I know a lot about their transfer guards. There's not as much much about Mitchell and Beasley, the forwards. What do you know about those guys? They're big.
They're obviously great players. You know, they made their way to a top team in the country, and you know, watching a little film on them, trying to see what they do good and stuff. But they're high level, great guys. You know, and it's going to be a fun challenge, especially especially how Coach Beard's mentality kicks in with them. So I think it's going to be a great matchup.
You give a shout out to your brother today with that shirt?
Oh yeah, man. Link here's the squad. Best squad in the nation, number 8. You guys need to get after him for sure. He's about to be a problem next year in college basketball. Don't hop on the train before it's too late.
What's up with the sweatshirt, by the way? Is this how you always wear your sweatshirts here, or like?
My sweatshirt.
What is that? Jersey? Jersey. Got it. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I was just trying to feel like Superman today, you know, get some extra powers going for practice, because I got to be really physical today for practice. Thank you.